Welcome to online laboratory, Science School Purulia, Chemistry Practical for class 12, the experiment number 4. I am going to describe and to demonstrate the experiment number 4 to prepare standard solution of oxalic acid m by 10 and to determine the molarity and strength of a given solution of potassium permanganate by titrating using this. So, we are going to describe the experiment in the following way. To start with M followed by theory, materials required, demonstration, results and precaution. The aim of this experiment is to determine the strength of given potassium permanganate solution titrating against a standard oxalic acid solution. Therefore, there are two parts in this experiment. The first part is the preparation of standard solution and the second part is the titration. The theory involved is, in this titration, oxalic acid acts as a reducing agent and potassium permanganate acts as an oxidizing agent. Therefore, it is a redox titration. So, the reaction between oxalic acid and potassium permanganate is a redox titration, and potassium permanganate is a self indicator. The net ionic balanced reaction is given like this: MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 electron reducing into Mn2 plus along with 4H2O, and in the oxidation half the oxalic acid is oxidized into carbon dioxide. So, plus 2 electron. So, to balance the ionic equation we multiply the reduction half by 2 and the oxidation half by 5, and the overall ionic balanced equation is 2 MnO4 minus plus 16H plus 5 C2O4 2 minus changing into 2 Mn2 plus 10 CO2 plus H8H2O. So, we can see that 2 moles of potassium permanganate is reacting with 5 moles of oxalic acid. The following materials are required: burette, pipette, conical flask, burette stand, funnel, stirrer, white glazed tile, measuring flask, sulfuric acid, oxalic acid, potassium permanganate and watch glass. So, now we are going to perform the fourth experiment, that is the titration between potassium permanganate and oxalic acid solution. For this reason, we have already prepared the standard solution of oxalic acid, and 10 ml of this we have transferred in this titration flask along with H2SO4, and it is preheated up to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius, and the burette is already filled with KMnO4, and the burette reading it is showing now 0. So, we are now going to start the titration, and here I am allowing it to fall gradually. You have to stir the solution simultaneously. Your addition of the KMnO4 will be there. So, you see that when the color change will be visible a permanent color chain, we will stop addition of this KMnO4. So now you can see that there is a permanent change in color, and we are finding the reading that is okay. So from here we are finding that it is 16.3. So like this we have to repeat the experiment at least for 3 times so that we get a very close reading near about 16.3. If not exactly 16.3, but it will be very close, 16.2 or 16.4, but not beyond that. And that is how we are able to titrate, and then we will now see that calculation part. Now the observations, calculation and the final result. In this we have taken oxalic acid by 10 ml, and the molarity of oxalic acid is m by 20. The amount of oxalic acid consumed is 16.3. According to the equation, 2 moles of KMnO4 reacts with 5 moles of oxalic acid. Therefore, 2 M1V1 is equal to 5 M2V2. So, M1 is the molarity of oxalic acid, that is 1 by 10. V1 is equal to 10 ml. In the right hand side, M2 to be calculated, and V2 is the volume of KMnO4 which we found from the reading of burette. In this way, the calculation shows the M2, the molarity of KMnO4 is coming as 0.024. Therefore, strength is equal to molarity into molar mass. Molarity is equal to 0.024. Molar mass of KMnO4 is 158. Therefore, we are getting the value 3.792 gram per liter. So, final result we can write the strength of KMnO4 solution is 3.792 gram per liter. So, here in the precaution, while taking the weight, we should not spill the substance on the balance pan, and during the preparation of standard solution, we have to transfer the entire amount of oxalic acid without any loss. The burette is cleaned with water after the titration is over, and the last few drops should be added using pipette to avoid extra addition of distilled water above the mark on the neck of the measuring cylinder. Thank you.